Welcome, folks. Welcome to another Let's Talk. I'm Black Templar, and today we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 1. And by God, NetherRealm, have you went into overdrive or something? Not only have we got 3 new characters in the main game, a potential 4th one that could be coming later, and Combat Pack 1 DLC. But the Combat 1 DLC, however, oh my God, we have got a lot to talk about that. Considering the biggest thing that we're going to talk about. But we'll get to that in a minute. First off, let's talk about the reveal characters. It's obvious to me that Ed Boon and them have decided to give the 3D era characters another chance. As you can see here from this design on my right, this is Li Mei. Now, we have got some backstory here. Now, Li Mei was part of a group of protectors called the Umgadi, who were the royal family protectors of the Edenian royal family. Now, in her case, she failed her duties somehow and is in disgrace, but she is respected as a warrior to some people, not all. Now, the design of Li Mei, I have to admit, it's pretty good. Far better than her previous incarnation when she was wearing a scantily clad gear. And before anyone says, yes, she was in Mortal Kombat 10, but she was just a side character, just wearing normal rags. This fighting style character we're seeing right now, I kind of like the design. I do like it. It's a bit more, she looks more like a proper warrior. She doesn't look like some, Chun-Li ripoff, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I kind of like Li Mei, and I feel this is a good step in the right direction. Now, we're going to go and talk to another character. Well, we've only got the back side of her. Now, you can see this is Tanya, who's returning, another 3D era character, calling Liu Kang, a god, no less, unsavory comments. But I think that's a dumb move on Tanya's part, but there might be more to it than that. So if we look at her now, she has took a massive change since her last incarnation. I mean, we don't see the yellow eyes that she used to have. Some of her markings are gone. She looks more like if anyone's seen Black Panther, they would know the warriors there. That's what she looks like. She looks like a proper warrior. I mean, we've got this character in the background. We don't know who she is. Maybe an unknown Umgadi warrior or a potential character. We don't know. But she really doesn't like Li Mei because of the whole, failing to protect the royal family, and also the fact that she brought Liu Kang and Earthrealmer to their place. They're not very kind to it. So it's kind of now telling us that Earthrealm and Edenia are separate and not what I would call on the best of terms. By the looks of it, by certain people, or some people just don't like them. Now, if we move along here, we will meet the next character in a minute, but I want to look at this part here. Now, you can see Rain's there in the background, but this is what's interesting. We know that Tanya is the actual bodyguard of Melina, and Melina is trying to hide her virus. We now know fully that the Tacatan virus is what it's called, or Tacatism, as they'll call it, is the virus that is affecting Melina. However, there's more to the virus than that. And what has happened is Tanya and them believe that Liu Kang, who is a god, might change it. But something tells me Liu Kang probably can't, because it's something that's going on, like black sorcery, but we don't know yet. However, as you can see in this, she is concerned. You can see Tanya is pure concern for Melina's health, but Melina's trying. I mean, I'm going to be honest about this side of Melina. Away from her fangs, she's not a bad looking lass. I mean, this is a welcome change. I have to admit, this is welcomed. Now, it is obvious that they are persecuted if they have this disease. So if we look at here, we see this gauntlet. Now, I'm assuming this is Reiko, because we don't know much about the person who's trying to help her. Now, I'm going to move a little bit to this gentleman here. Ugh. Okay, Baraka, we didn't want to go that far. So this is Baraka, as we all know. Now, what's interesting is that he's admitted about the cotton disease. That it's a disease that degrades them to the point that they are nothing more than bloodthirsty beasts. But it seems like Baraka has some control. So, is it a potential control, or is it a disease that can't be controlled? We don't know yet, so we need to have more on this. So, we are getting a story arc of what's happening with the realms fighting, but we're also getting a story of what's going on in Edenia where these people are actually Edenians. That's right, the Zakans are Edenians with a disease. Now, if we move on to another part of the scene, I mean, this is his rendering. I mean, I do like the rendering work they've done with him. He is well high quality. And as you can see in this picture, or no, yeah, he's not alone. He has others who are Edenians who have turned into these Takatans. So we don't know if this is a random disease or a plague that's been caused. We don't know yet. So there is a lot that we need to know about the story. So this has turned into a very grand story. Now, from what the playlist is, I mean, you can see Baraki still got his blades. We know Tanya's got a staff, and Rime has got like powers. But this is not what I want to talk about. There's one last character we need to talk about, and it's this man. Now, do you know who he is? Because I do. It is Darius. Now, Darius, we have not seen him since Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That was the last time we've ever seen him. It seems to me that Ed Boon is willing to give these characters another chance. So basically he thinks, okay, they've been gone for so long, you know, a lot of people might not forgot about them. Oh no, Ed, we haven't forgotten about them. We know they're there. It's just, they've just been in a bad run of games. And yeah, so if Darius is a cameo appearance, like cameo combatant, but could be a mainstay character, could this be the fate of all the 3D characters eras, that they would come in as cameo or actual in the game and gauge them? Who knows? However, let's move on to the next one. So let's do a quick flip and talk about the new DLC. And oh boy, have we got something to talk about. And here we are, guys. This is the DLC Pack 1. Now, let's start off with the celebrities. I mean, my God. Warner Brothers has really, and Warner Brothers, yeah, they're working together. My God, have they really turned up the notch here. Not only do you have Homelander, Omni-Man, and literally John Cena, aka Peacemaker, in the game. Now, Peacemaker makes sense because one, it is part of WB's property, so it would make sense. But these two were the biggest surprises because Omni-Man is no surprise because one, Invincibles 2 Season 2 was coming, and Homelander, what a shock. However, I am disappointed with these two. They're in the wrong game. They should be in an Injustice game to fight Superman. Now that would have been an epic fight. But this also indicates to me one thing, that Injustice might not be being made anymore. I think they've done with Injustice, or they're not there yet to do another Injustice game. Whatever the case is, this is quite interesting. Now, on the left, we have Ermac here. Now, a radical change from his old design. No bandages. He's just a guy with green eyes and pale skin. So, it'll be interesting to see how he performs. Then we have Quan Chi. Look, guys, we all knew Quan Chi was going to come in eventually. You can't keep him down. But this is not what we're going to talk about here. No. The biggest thing we're going to talk about is this character on the right. Takeda. Yes, this is Takeda. Kenshi's son. Or is he? Now, it's obvious that he's wearing Shiryu colors, so he is part of Scorpion's faction. Now, we now know that Bihan is Sub-Zero, but Takeda, is he aligned with the Scorpion? Now, keep in mind about Scorpion. We don't know his name yet. He's never revealed his full name. We only know him as Scorpion. That's it. So this is Takeda. Now, you could tell he's got a bit more tech. He's wearing Shiryu colors. But here's the question. What have they done to his backstory? Because you got to remember, he was Takeda's son. And is this the end of the Combat Kids? Because if that is the case, that Takeda is not Kenshi's son, then what does this mean for Kung Jin, for Cassie, Jacqueline? What does it mean also for Sonya, Jax? Because remember, they have not been seen yet. Sonya and Jax have not been revealed yet or seen. And Takeda is now on his own. But what does this mean? Does this mean the Combat Kids are done? Is there going to be, or are they going to be coming as their own separate entities? Like, say, for example, Sonya Blade comes in and Cassie's her sister, or Johnny Cage's sister, or something, or cousin, or whatever. There's a lot of things we need to talk about. And I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a dream match here. Army Man versus Peacemaker, Homelander. That is a dream match. I couldn't argue it, but I would rather have been Superman fighting these two in Injustice. But hey, what do you think? Are you surprised about the Combat Pack 1? Are you surprised that Takeda is now back but on his own? Are you happy with the 3 characters we now know in the main roster, plus Darius making a cameo return? What do you think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!